Hello, this is Dr. Greg Smith, and I'm so glad to get to know you this semester. And what I'm doing here in this video is giving you kind of a walking tour of the Blackboard course. So you might be new to Blackboard, and what I'm going to show you is what will look like when it's fully done and completed is our fall course in Blackboard. So here's what I'm going to do, and we're kind of navigating over to our Blackboard course. What I want to do is make the Blackboard course as viewable, and that you'll see it exactly the way you'll see the Blackboard course exactly the way that you'll see it as a student. So notice here, the Blackboard course that I'll be designing and setting up for all of us this fall. Here is the engine that drives the car. Over here is the navigation pane. And what I'm going to do is make sure that you, the student, know exactly where to find things in the course. You can see that the announcements tab is basically anything here. By the way, this is the way that I'll primarily communicate to all of the students in the class. If there's any changes or anything new or anything that's significant that I need to let you know about, I'll create an announcement, and that'll also push out to you through your SWIBITS. That's the Southwestern email address that you're given as a new student. So that's just by way of reminder, you need to be managing and monitoring your inbox at your student email account. And that way you'll be up to speed on things happening in the class. And I'll email you that way. But you can also just log into Blackboard and see an announcement. Course syllabus is already posted there, and you have access to it now when you log into our Blackboard course. I'll be also creating weekly assignment folders broken out by weeks. So weeks 1 through 7 will have its own folder here, and weeks 8 through 14 will have its own folder here. There'll be a group discussion link here, and this is involving each week we'll have a group discussion, and the group discussion questions will come from the course discussion or the lecture discussion that we have each week. And then there'll be some test links for the midterm and final, a prayer portal that you can use if you like to post a prayer request or reply to another colleague and encourage them as well. And there will be an extra credit link here to any of the extra credit opportunities that I make available as the semester continues. So that's primarily what we need to be aware of. Let's go and let me show you. So if I'm a student and what I want to do is find week 1. One of the things that we'll talk about in class is if you're an online student, you have the option to attend class synchronously live through a product that we have called Adobe Connect. So the Adobe Connect link there allows you to click in and basically access a dashboard that you're seeing a live video feed from the classroom and a well-mic'd room, so you're actually able to hear student-professor interaction and chat your questions in live to me. Now I have a teaching assistant in the room that will help me manage those questions. So even if you're from the island of Cayman and you have a question about something in class and you're doing the synchronous live interaction, you can chat in your question, and I'll see the hand raised from my teaching assistant, and I'll address that question virtually live for that particular day. So over here we see, now we've got, below that, we've got each week is specified by date. Let me go to the display only unit there. So there's week 1. And what I'll do is, as we, every click in for you as a student is a chance to maybe learn something new about me, or see a scary picture of my mother-in-law, or my 83-year-old dad riding a roller coaster, or hearing my banjo-playing son. Oh, narrow is the road that leads... Let's just stop right there. But here I'm talking about Proverbs 22, for example. So it's my chance to encourage you with something a little extra, share about my life, my family, and hopefully by the end of the semester you'll learn that I'm a real professor who's kind of nutty and a little bit eccentric at times. But if you click in, and sometimes if you send me a picture, I may choose and ask your permission, of course, but I'll post a picture that you send me and turn it into some kind of narrative or story. And sometimes I don't do it each week. But if we click in to a weekly folder, let me click in down here. Let's say we're in week 11 here, and it's April 3rd through 7th. Obviously, that's my spring course, but we'll have different dates for the fall. And you want to know, hey, what is it that I have to accomplish this week? So here's what I'll be posting for you in each week assignment folder. First, you'll have a reading quiz. And these line up with the course schedule and the syllabus. So you'll read the textbook, you'll read the books, maybe Leviticus and Numbers, and you'll take the 5-question quiz. All my quizzes are timed, and you have a generous 30 minutes for each quiz. All my quizzes are open book, open note, open Bible. All right? There's a group discussion question here, and you'll click in and answer a question and provide a post, and you also benefit from reading the posts from some of your colleagues. You'll be assigned to a group of 8 to 10 of your fellow classmates, whether you're online or whether you're a residential student. But then you'll be sharing live, because those questions are really fun to answer. Practical ministry type questions for your future ministry. How does something that we talked about in class encourage your walk with the Lord? So things like that. Now, I'll also be providing 2 sets or 2 ways into the recorded classroom content. One is the YouTube links, so you can certainly click those, and this is kind of the dashboard that you have. You can resize and go full screen with the view that you have, but you can click there for part 1, part 2. There's my PowerPoint slides. Typically, those are just images. You see the whiteboard discussion that's going on, and you can see the whiteboard discussion because I'm using a double thick black whiteboard marker. But you can also click down here. These are also lecture links as well. These will be made available same day. So you can watch the same thing by clicking this link. But sometimes student computers don't play well with these links. That's why we provide the YouTube links up top, because everybody is watching YouTube videos these days. So that's what we've got each week. Now, the scheduled midterm and final, all of the information that you need will be behind those links, like a study guide and the actual test link. So typically what I do is create a window of testing for the midterm and final. So like, say, a 3-day window. So that's really helpful and offers flexibility for the students that way. The reading quizzes, a lot of you are in full-time ministry. If you take your youth group for a mission trip, or if you're in maybe North Africa and you're an international serving as a missionary, and the local authorities order you to leave this city and you're going to be off grid for 2 weeks, the good news is that you can get caught up when you get back on grid. So those reading quizzes are set up that way. The midterm and final do have a test window, but sometimes students can email me and let me know early in the semester, hey, during the window of the midterm and final, I'm taking my youth group on a mission trip to the Yucatan Peninsula or to the Cayman Islands or something like that. You can let me know and I can change the testing window for you. Just don't take advantage of that privilege, but what I'm trying to do is offer all my students full flexibility in getting everybody to the finish line and getting a good grade in their class. So that's the navigation of my class. I think it's intuitive, and it's 1 click, 2 clicks in, and you're finding things really easy. And like I said, it's not fully set up yet, but I'm giving you kind of an advanced training session here so that you'll be able to click in, find everything, complete the assignments each week, and progress through the class 14 weeks to the end, and you'll benefit with a very gracious grade from whoever this guy is, your professor, Dr. Greg Smith. So I hope this is helpful, and I'll see you soon. We'll get started here in just a few weeks.